What's up, guys? We're back in Minecraft checking out the brand new Snapshot 13W36A. Now this snapshot I would say maybe would be called the Biome snapshot, as there's so many environmental changes in the snapshot that I had to cover it. So, while they still have not yet added the clay blocks biome, they've added a lot of other changes to current biomes, tweaks to current biomes, new settings in the game, and new items. So let's get right into it. First change is flowers. Flowers have got a complete overhaul. What I mean by that is they've just added a whole bunch of different types of flowers and weeds and things like that. So let's get right into it. So I put all the current flowers in the game, as well as their version of, inside a pot immediately behind it. So you've got your dandelion, poppy. This is called a blue orchid. This is an allium, azure bluette. I don't know if I'm pronouncing any of these right, and then you've got your orange tulip all the way down to, your red, your white, your pink, and this is another one called the oxeye daisy. Now these are some of the larger type flower weeds, whatever you want to call them. This is a lilac, which I think is really cool to have these taller ones. I haven't yet tested them going into a flower pot yet, but this is just extra tall grass, so it's kind of cool that there's double tall grass now. So you'll have a little bit of variety, as you can see. It's not super common, but just in these plains biomes where there's grass, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. Then here you've got a large fern. I think that's pretty cool because, well, it may not look too impressive right here, but in a nice build in a house, that'd be pretty cool to have sitting around. And here you've got a rose bush. Again, the more they add to this game, the more block types, the more room for creativity, and the happier I get. So I'm really excited even just about this. Now let's get on to the next thing. Alright, two I missed, I just wanted to quickly show off, was the peony here and the sunflower here. Now, I've been waiting for sunflowers for a long time. Reason being, well, the sunflowers are an easy way, I believe, to show you north without having to press F3. Or sorry, to show you, I think they'll just keep pointing towards the sun. I couldn't tell you whether that's true or not, but I do know that no matter what way you place them down, they always face the same direction. So I think they're always going to face the sun, wherever it may be. Alright guys, there's a couple new biomes added to the game and tweaks, as I mentioned before. I believe the name for this one is a dense mushroom forest, but you can see just as I fly around that there's a major difference to normal builds. Now these trees, what I really like about this is you've got spruce wood not being used in a snow biome fashion. So you've got another source for spruce wood. And it also includes mushrooms, so it's really cool that you don't have to find a mushroom biome anymore to be able to stock up on mushroom blocks, as I think mushroom blocks are actually one of the coolest blocks in the game that's really underused. Decoratively they can be used in a million different ways. So dense mushroom forest, so you've got these massively dense trees that are made of spruce wood and mushrooms, and they're packed right together. Now immediately to the right of this biome, you've got here a biome tweak, which is a biome variant, actually is the correct term, and this is a birch forest. So another great idea to be able to have biome tweaks like this. I don't see why it wasn't in the game already. It makes perfect sense, and I think it's really, really cool. So here we go. We've got these rose bushes sitting here. So we found another new biome. This biome is called the savanna biome. Now this biome is really, really cool for a couple of reasons. One is these are things that I've been waiting for in the game for a long time anyways, but this biome is the savanna biome, which I believe uses jungle wood, which would make sense, and there's curved trees. So these trees actually don't have an always straight structure. They've got a nice curved structure. They have a ground biome color map that looks similar to, a little bit similar to a swamp biome, but a little bit more like olive greeny. Definitely has that savanna feel. I think it's really, really cool. I love the idea of having more biomes, and the savanna biome looks great. So it's got a little bit of hills going on, not nothing too crazy. Mostly flat, but you can see, yeah, there's a good amount of medium-sized hills and tons of these beautiful arc trees all over. Looks really cool. Now there is one other biome modifier or biome variant that I haven't been able to find yet, which is called a flowered forest. So it's essentially just a regular forest biome. However, it's just littered with flowers all over, all different types of flowers, and it's just one of those biomes that when you find, you're going to be able to go there and just farm tons and tons of flowers. And I thought that was really cool. They've also added some cool terrain structures, one of them being called gorges, which is like, think of it like like a ravine above ground. So you've got, two mountains completely side by side with like a big cutout through said mountains, and that would be like a ravine above ground in a sense, and you can kind of go in between those, and that's cool. It's just more variety to add to the game. I'm completely enjoying that. All right, guys, the next feature is an exciting one because it's something that I've been waiting for a while. Well, I've just been waiting for a little bit more attention to fishing. So what I mean by that is they're adding new fish types, as you can see down in the bottom. So there's definitely going to be some very cool new features coming along with that. I'm really hoping they'll add things like nets or way to catch more fish, but they've added in, now you've got a clownfish and a pufferfish. Now I wonder if we'll ever see visible fish going around, but there's two new fish types to catch. I currently don't know, like I've tried to cook one and I don't see anything. I'm sure that it will come to light soon, the exact use for both of these fish, whether you can eat them or what's going to happen, but I guarantee you they'll have a use that'll be unique to those fish, to those items. But right now I don't know, but I'm just excited that they're paying some attention to fishing and starting to revamp that a little bit. I'm very excited for that. Alright guys, I've been looking around for a while and I can't seem to find any, but I wanted to talk a little bit more about biome variables. So these biome variables, I'm not sure whether they're going to be set in stone or they're going to be unique. But what I mean by these biome variables is it allows for two biome features to kind of clash. So for example, you could be going along and find something that's a savanna biome, but also a savanna plateau biome. So you're looking at a savanna biome with like floating islands and massive pillars, and it's a completely mixed biome of the two. You could also find things like a stone beach, so it's like a beach biome against the water, but it's made out of stone. So you've got these features which can clash together to make biomes. Now, my only question is, I don't know if they're going to be, like I said, set in stone, like savanna can be plateau, or savanna can have other features, or what. Also, there's another biome that I've been looking around for a while called an ice spikes biome. It's basically a snow biome with ice spikes all over the place, and I wasn't able to find that as well. But you'll see all these things in the new updates and as you explore and go along. But I've been looking for a while and haven't been able to find it. So as we come across another savanna biome here, I'm going to cut and show you the last features. Alright, last but absolutely not least is the new options. So again, they've changed the menu. The super secret settings button does nothing. I don't know why. You can change your difficulty up here, your field of view up here. So now the category is a little bit more put into place. The music and sounds is nice because you've got your master volume now, your music volume. Finally, instead of having to change your particles off, you can just turn the weather volume off. You can actually turn up and down enemy monsters. So if you're working with a mob spawner or something, you could turn that right down. It's very cool. Blocks and environment, so your sound effects for punching grass, all that kind of stuff. Jukebox and note blocks, friendly animals, or you could just go with your whole master volume, change that up and down, keep everything else the same. But it's a very cool feature. I'm glad that they've put that in. Everything else seems pretty basic. The controls menu seems a little bit more organized. Other than that, multiplayer, you've got same features, except for text and stuff. And yeah, the resource pack's also a little bit more organized. So you've got your selected one, and you've got your resource packs here that look a little bit nicer. That's all. It's just a little bit more, yeah, polished, you could say. So anyways, guys, that's all the features so far that are known in the snapshot. Now, things may come out, so, you know, you can, like, there are biomes that are like sunflower forests, like, you know, you can find forests that are filled with sunflowers. Like, there are all these biome modifiers and stuff, and I'm sure a lot of new features are going to come to light, and, you know, new things like that. But this is all that I'm aware of and I know exists in the current snapshot. So I thank you for watching. Please subscribe, drop this video a like, and we will see you